Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
This is the last episode of season 1.
Yay! Or boo!
Yeah, both.
Yeah, boo.
Both.
Yeah, both.
It's been a year. It's been a year.
It's been a year, and it's been a year.
Yeah. There ain't no other way to put that.
Jesus fuck.
It's been a year.
It's been a year. I'm back onto the pink. Oh, so we're kind of the same color family. Yep. So thank you, actually, for hanging out with us for a year. Thank you for putting up with us while we got some things figured out technologically.
Yeah. Video, audio.
Video.
It's a learning.
The radio star. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
That's my hair. Get it off there.
It's, you totally just wiped out.
Sorry. We've had technical difficulties.
Yes, to say the least. They were horrible.
No.
Just some patience was required.
Yes.
And that is something we all need in life.
So you're welcome.
You're welcome.
For giving
teaching patience. Without even trying to.
Yeah.
But that's what you got.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. You're lucky. You should feel blessed.
You should feel
be
grateful.
Yep. Yes, you should. Okay. That's funny. So it's April. These come out in May. So
it'll be May 15th.
It'll be mid-May. We're going to just kind of take the summer off. Mm-hmm. And come back in the fall. Mm-hmm. What we're going to be doing is something quite exciting.
And scary.
We're going to be actually working on getting season 1 put into a book form so that you can buy the book, or you can buy the book and give it to friends who need to understand that your vibration is just fucking fine. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be focused and working on that. And, enjoying our summer. We hope you enjoy your summer. We did talk about and want to give you a preview of what next season is going to be about. We've heard you, one of you, we've had a couple of people kind of suggest, like, well, what do I do? You've told me about love and light and the toxicity of it, but how do I work with that? What do I do? Mm-hmm. And so...
how did you personally...
Yes.
Navigate and expand yourself without being all love and light?
And without throat punching people.
Yes.
I'm not sure I can... Well, I have never.
Right.
Just because I didn't want to...
Just a thought. Doesn't mean we act on it.
I don't need a felony. Yeah, we don't need to act on that. So part of what we talked about with the book, and so you'll have to just wait until it comes out, but part of it will be explorations kind of at the end of chapters about to give you more questions to dive deeper into some of the topics. Mm-hmm. And then as we begin next season, we'll tell you we did the woo-woo thing and pulled some tarot cards.
We went on a fasting retreat and a visual quest for 5 days.
Yes. We climbed Mount Everest and then Mount Kilimanjaro. So we did 2 different continents.
Right.
To make sure that we could tap into our highest selves to bring you new topics for next season. Mm-hmm. So far, oh my God, there's a weird hair somewhere. These are so long now, they get wrapped around my neck. It's my extensions. I feel like I need my, that billboard out by,
Yeah.
like, short is boring, 24 inches is iconic. And I want to be like, short is boring, 11 inches is iconic. Like, and just be like flowing this way. You want to know what next season's about? I know. Shut the fuck up, Edwards. We're going to dive into exploring how to change your life.
Yeah. How to move on. Like, you can't be all love and light. You can't be just strict negative. So how do you incorporate that? What does that look like?
Mm-hmm.
How do you incorporate certain things into your daily lives to create change and expand and grow and move forward?
It's really one of the key things. Well, I love the dogs. So I'm just gonna grab this book off the shelf real quick because I'd like to. So this book is my book, right? That's my glorious mug. In this book, I'm just gonna read to you for a second. Knowing some things that influence my perspective is helpful. It's unnecessary to agree with them all. We can share our perspectives and experiences without fear or threat. You can take what you need and leave the rest. So, at the forefront of my worldview sits a concept exemplified by the Nornir. You can look it up. There are three... Oh, never mind. I explained it. The Nornir are three giantesses. It's been a while since I've read my own book. Who sit at Urd's well in the world tree's roots. They're responsible for ordering the weird. They keep the past, present, and future in order. Their names can be interpreted, blah, blah, blah. This idea, you can't harvest barley if you plant corn. So, the idea in that whole section of my book is, what is your worldview? So, a lot of times we look to a religion or a belief system, right, for
guidance.
How do I act? What do I do? Where, like, what do we believe when it comes to this? What do I believe when it comes to that? And we just kind of accept these things. But what we're going to be looking at next year is, what is your worldview? And so we might break it down into topics of, we're going to talk about, we could pull from this season. So what is love? What are your thoughts actually about love? Mm-hmm. Like we've delved into and dove into the toxicity of modern neo belief systems around love and light. But what do you actually think? Mm-hmm. Because that will become part of your worldview. So it becomes part of the lens or the list of questions that you look at the world through. And because you're constantly evolving, we all are, and changing, which we talked about in kind of an overview of in last episode, we talked about how this year of podcast has changed us. Mm-hmm. And if it has changed us, and what's been better, what's been different, but it's been a year of change, for sure. And so we're going to talk about what is change, how do you deal with change. We're going to kind of break it down. It'll be uncomfortable. We'll be doing new things. Like these are, what are the aspects to go through the process? So, yeah, I'm kind of excited about that aspect of podcast.
Yeah.
The show.
Yeah. See where it goes. Going into the unknown.
I will say, do I hear a bus coming? Maybe. A lot of the cards we pulled today,
Mm-hmm.
they might have been cards that or themes that somebody else had pulled for them multiple times recently. Maybe. So listen, we're all going through this together.
Mm-hmm.
What we're going to do for you is we're just going to do a little bit more research into some of these things and how did it work for us? How is this looking for us? Did it work? What are we doing? This might work for you. Here you go. So we're going to kind of be providing that kind of aspect because just so you know, we know everything. Oh, wait, sorry. That's not it. Right. We don't know everything. We're learning as we go.
Right. Weird.
I
don't know anybody that does know everything. I know a lot of people that claim to.
Anybody who's 18 or 19 knows everything.
Early 20s also.
That's true. Yeah. Sorry if you're in that age group. But please join us on the show because apparently you know everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the stuff we say, we don't want you to take as absolute fact the word of God. It's just a guideline, roadmap to get started on your own quest or way of being or life or, oh, well, I tried this, it didn't work. Cool. Because I've tried a lot of stuff that didn't work. So much stuff. Even when I was told, do this is the way it is. It'll happen. You will get this. And then I did. And then it was like, well, you're just not in alignment with it. Your vibration isn't high enough.
Yep. So part of what we'll look at is when something doesn't work, instead of scrapping the whole thing because you didn't get the outcome, we're going to look at managing expectations.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to look at, okay, let's take a minute and instead of just throwing it out the window and keeping driving, what parts of it did work?
Yeah.
What parts did I like? To be able to kind of dig in and say, you know what? It doesn't have to be. Sorry, my mind just went so many places. Hold on. Because, sorry. My mind went here. I'll share. Just because that wasn't your kink doesn't mean that something connected to that couldn't be your kink. Don't just throw the kinks out, all the other kinks out with the bathwater.
Right.
Yeah. You never know. And I mean this, Elster, you never know what's going to light you up. And the reason I use that term is when things start to align for me, and also when I'm kind of in that alignment with spirit, when I'm getting confirmation, I call it lighting up, but it's like my nerves all light up along my back.
Right.
And it's not in I'm hackles, I'm getting in defense mode, or there's something worrying. It's almost like a euphoric going, oh, yes. I'm in alignment. This is great, right? So, and that's mine. That's my version of it. That doesn't have to be yours.
Right.
But let's fucking find out what yours is.
Right.
Correct. So, do us a solid. I don't know where that came from.
It's a term.
How about this? If you would like, we would love to have your input, questions, comments, ideas, for next season when we dive into all of this.
Yeah. What is it? Something you want to go deep into, know more about?
Yep.
Or questioning any of that?
What do you have a hard time with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we know some things, but we know how it works for us.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of casting the net a little broader.
Right. And well, we're constantly doing that too, right? Like we're getting different insights, knowledge, opinions from others. Because how would you grow if not?
Yep.
It doesn't mean that their way is the only way.
Yep.
And you have to do it that way, or, you know, and anybody that says you do, you may want to question that.
Dump them.
Anyway.
Dump them.
Yeah, that, like, how would you figure out stuff otherwise?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Other than trial and error, but sometimes, like, how would you even know to try a certain thing? I mean, unless, so-and-so said this worked for them and they tried it and it did. Cool, I'll try that. Well, this part worked for me, but that, not so much.
Marijuana doesn't relax everybody.
Yeah.
Some people it makes paranoid.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, it's not the same thing.
Sick and just stupid. So.
I don't, I have a nightshade allergy, so I love ketchup and I love tomato sauce, but sometimes I can't have a lot. Mm-hmm. But you might be able to have a shit ton of it.
Right.
We talked about milk recently.
Yes.
A lot of people should not drink from a cow's udder.
A lot of people can't.
A lot of people can't without getting sick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had this vision of like, and please, this is in no way disrespectful to cultures that a cow is revered. But like, are you milking the right sacred cow?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Because you might be milking the wrong cow.
Right.
Because if it's a bull and you're trying to milk it, you're doing a whole different thing.
You're going to get hurt.
You're going to get
hurt.
The hard horns. Yeah. So again, thank you for
hanging out for a year.
Yeah.
For a year. Being supportive and listening every month.
Yes.
Greatly appreciated.
I would like to let you know that it's been almost 29 hours of listening for you if you've listened to the entire season.
We had to do a lot of adding to figure that out.
Yeah, I was like, can you get your calculator? Because then we added it all up and then divided, like we did some math.
I know.
Math,
we could do math.
I know. It doesn't, there's no way that math can be done even with my shoes off, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, leave questions, comments.
Please.
Topics, ideas.
Yep. And don't forget to, because, we know that you've gotten so much out of this. If you know anybody else, any of your friends, family, whatever, who need to listen or who you think would be helped by this, please let them know by sharing the podcast. Mm-hmm. Because, listen, we're all on the same page, and there are many more people out there who feel the same way. Or, well...
I'm just kidding.
When you drink the Kool-Aid,
yeah,
you're going to get red lips and a blue tongue. Well, it depends on which one you're drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you for putting time and effort into doing this with me, and also then time and effort into some of the tech stuff and learning the tech stuff and sharing the tech stuff. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's been an amazing experience, and it's funny because was it last month before we recorded? You said, I feel like this is ending. Mm-hmm. And in a way it is, because we couldn't live in that place forever.
Right.
So what is it? Where are we going from here? Mm-hmm. And so, the ending, feeling like things are ending can be kind of scary because we're like, wait, but I want that still.
Right.
And
well, I know, like, ending means also new beginnings.
Yep.
But
yes.
also.
Yes.
Yeah. Ending is just change. It doesn't mean that it's totally done and gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also, too, like, I'm glad you said that. So, looking at, we talked about this is going to be about change and about changing and new things, but really, the ultimate goal, which I was reminded by last night in my little reading, which is kind of funny. I didn't think about that till just now. The ultimate goal is that we are all living better aligned lives with our true selves.
Mm-hmm.
So this is about getting to know really what you think, what you feel, how you want to interact.
Yeah.
And so what we've experienced this season is where we've come up against a friction that doesn't fit.
Yes.
So now we know what that feels like. And the ultimate goal here is, I'm looking at the one of the last words I wrote down was manifest. And I don't want to talk about that in terms of new age bullshit, but like, how do you want your life to be? Mm-hmm. What do you want your life to be? And then what's the process to go through to kind of start making that happen? Because sometimes we just we want the change, but we get so comfortable where we're at that the necessary, even getting up off my ass to go on a walk is too inconvenient.
Yes.
But if I'm going to walk 100 miles
in 2 days,
not that you're going to do that, or that you've done it, by the time you listen to this, that will have happened. Even small changes like that can be really a step in the right direction. And it's not the idea. This is, did I write that down? Please tell me I wrote it down. Please tell me.
You wrote it down.
Shit. I don't think I did. Here's the thing. The phrase was given to me through a book, The Art of Living is the phrase. And that's kind of what this is about, I think, is manifesting isn't about bringing money. Yes, it can be, but it's really about living the life that feels aligned for each of us. Mm-hmm. And it is an art form. And the idea of, like, that's the goal is for me is living this alignment where I don't feel uncomfortable or whatever all the time. Right. Mm-hmm. So, also the managing of expectations is like, well, if I go and do this every day, I'm going to have this.
Yeah.
But
you don't. And that's the kicker, right?
Yes.
And that's what keeps people, like, I told you this earlier. That's what keeps you from trying. Like, you did all this stuff and nope, that didn't work out. That didn't work out. That didn't work out. And it gets really hard to pick yourself back up and try something new again.
Yes.
So overall, that's what this has done. So thank you for pulling me out of my comfort zone and getting me out of my shell.
Yep.
Because I was stuck and terrified to even try something new. Because why? Nothing else worked. Why would this work? You know what I mean? Just and then to redefine what you consider, like, what the mainstream considers success. Is that truly what you think success? Like, we talked about this too. We don't have, now I know this is a shocker, but we don't have thousands of people listening to this podcast every 2 weeks.
What? You take that back.
So why would you continue doing it, Ken? Why would you continue talking for a couple hours every month?
Correct.
When you're not profiting off of it.
Yep.
You're making $0.
Uh-huh.
You don't have a mass following. So in a sense, you're not getting anything for it. So why would you continue to do that?
Because it fulfills me.
Yeah. Well, and we're doing something, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
by being authentic and being vulnerable, and because whether you realize it or not, being on camera is a vulnerability. Talking and trying not to criticize yourself for your slip-ups and your run-on sentences and your too many like words or, words.
Yep.
It's a vulnerability. So
Yeah.
even that simple thing, like we talked about in the last podcast, like what has changed for you? So that's a major thing that I didn't really think too much on, but
Yeah.
being able to be more vulnerable in front of a unknown audience.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you don't know how many people are going to watch this between them all, or if they will or won't, or so I do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think in the last episode I mentioned the boundaries class that I taught last month. When you watch it, it'll be last month. One of the things that I've talked about here as well is the shift in myself that had to go from I'm doing what I want to do because I feel fulfilled doing it, and not looking at how many likes there are, how many books did I sell, how many, like, it can't be tied to how other people value me, because then I do what other people want so that they value me.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
and then you lose the authenticity.
And then I lose my true, like, in the one thing it said, we connect with the opportunity because it resents with the deep passion. Well, if my deep, yes, I want to be accepted, but my deep passion, the reason I'm doing something, whoever accepts that is great, but I don't think it will be a deep passion
if you're doing it.
If it's based on, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, even like on the cover of that book, right? Like they told you, oh, you shouldn't do the cover this way. You should go look at 20 room books and see what they put, and then do kind of your own thing, but what they're doing if you want it to sell, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You're like, absolutely not. That's not what I feel is right, so I'm not going to do it.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's funny. They asked me to be on a beta test for a program. I haven't signed the NDA yet, so I can say what they've told me. They have a program that is going to help make your cover for you, and I'm interested to see what that looks like. They want me to play with it and see what it looks like, because I'm like, I'm the person who doesn't want my cover to look like everyone else's cover, so I'm not. I don't know that I'm the person for you, but I'll do it because I want to see what it'll do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even Get Your Shit Together, I made that one.
Yeah.
And there's symbolism in the cover.
Right.
But they probably wouldn't have picked that for me.
Right.
But I picked that for that.
Right.
So, you never know.
So you have to redefine your own definition of success.
Yes.
And I think anything is successful as long as you put yourself out there, you're vulnerable,
yes,
and you stay authentic. So, there's that quote by Roosevelt, like, for those who aren't in the arena, the man in the arena.
Yeah.
If you're not in the arena, you don't get to tell me how to live. Basically, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So there's a lot of people that say, oh, it should be this, it should be this, it should look like this, you should be making this much money, you should have this many followers.
Yep.
But wait a minute, who are you to tell me that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Are you putting yourself out there, or are you just some chump on the phone sitting on your scrolling, putting your 2 cents in? You're not in the arena, so you do not get to comment or participate. And even those that are in the arena, if you're not authentic and you're doing what is expected and whatever, and you're going off of likes and trends and not who you are, even then you don't get to comment or, well, okay, you can, it's a free country. Well, they say, but it's not.
Not wrong.
I don't want to hear it. How's that? Like, you can, but it ain't gonna go far.
Nope. No. So I had to look up the definition of success. 1A, according to Merriam-Webster.com. Degree or measure of succeeding. 1B, favorable or desired outcome. C, the attainment of wealth, favor, or eminence. 2, someone or something that succeeds. So sometimes I'm kind of over definitions because, not over them, but like sometimes it's ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
success, somebody who succeeds. Wait, what? Okay. So favorable or desired outcome. Well, now that's B. If we only look at success as C, the attainment of wealth, favor, and eminence, then that's...
There are very few people that are
yes.
that are successful then.
And in that, it takes a lot to be yourself and make a ton of money doing that. Right? Because we talked in the last episode, we probably talked several times about this. I will change what I'm doing so that people subscribe and pay, right? Because if they weren't, what's wrong with your podcast? We should up this, we should up this, we should up this. Like, visibility is a whole different thing. But if I'm changing myself,
people get a sponsor. So say somebody comes in, well, okay, but since I'm sponsoring, which means since I'm paying for this now, I need you to cut your hair. I need you to wear makeup and cover your tattoos. I need you to wear a suit and tie. And then we're going to go from there. But since I'm paying you for this, I'm your sponsor. These are the changes you need. And that's where everything goes downhill, right? That's where that's where it all gets yuck. And
polluted. If I'm doing a whoa, sorry.
There was a video about somebody that chokes on their own spit.
I choked it was gone. And spit. So if we're like, yeah, and when I'm really working on myself, I like to take notes. With these gel pens from Pen Gear, they include 6 neon, 6 pastel, 6 metallic. You can find the link in our Amazon thing below. Back to the show, right? Like that stuff.
Yeah.
If I'm promoting something, it's because I used it and I like it and I think it's good.
Right.
I have done in the beginning years ago, I had recorded a few, because it was for Anchor, before Anchor went away. It was the podcast, a way to record podcasts. So they would send you the script and you would say it and it would appear in the middle of your podcast and you could get paid for it, whatever, by how many people listened. Right? So I have done that. And like, you've watched Blossom's podcast. My Ambialix breakdown. And like, she's brilliant at doing those ads for like Element. I bought those because they were at the store.
You're sold.
It's so good. They're so good. I don't feel dehydrated anymore.
Nice.
Element. LMNT. I was kind of afraid that the pineapple ones would be kind of sour for my stomach, but they're great. Right? Like, now it's just one, because that's how I would do it.
Right.
I can't do it normal.
Right.
I would be like, and you'll love the neons in this.
Well, that's right? Like we talked about the last one, when people are being watched and they change their whole persona. Like, you break out the mom voice, quiet Mormon voice, you know, and you change, like, no. No.
It doesn't work.
No.
Like, I'd rather just not, which is, again, why over the last year and a half, I've had to really shift and say, I'm not putting content out for other people. It's out there so that people can watch it, but I'm doing it because it's what I want to do.
Right.
So here's the other thing, which we talked about in the beginning. What is the sustainable amount of time and effort that we can put into a podcast here you go, right?
Yeah.
Because I told you I like it conversational. I don't want to have to edit, although we have to edit a couple of times. But now it's easy. We put in mark here, and we just go cut it. I don't want to do a ton of like, I just need it to not
consume your life.
It can't.
Yeah.
And because at one point I had like 4 podcasts going at the same time. I'm special. I said special instead of stupid. So we talked about like what is the output and how much can we actually do? What's feasible so that we don't burn ourselves out, right? That's also a probably part of next season's shows is like balance and slow approach was one of the first things that came out. Don't burn yourself out trying to change your life, right? Like, don't. We had the 220 installed in the wall. It's only a 110, but you know what? It's fine. I can use the 110 plug to plug into the 210 outlet. You can't. It doesn't work. And if you do that, it's not going to work. Yeah. Right? Even if they were the same shape, right? It's not going to work. So you can't do it. So it's not going to, you're not going to get anywhere or it'll be much harder. So, I think it's just important that we look at what is actually sustainable. Mm-hmm. And for me, if you go to my YouTube, which this is connected to if you're watching it on YouTube, there are posts that were rune wisdom posts daily. Mm-hmm. For a very long time. That it became something to do because I thought I have to be consistent and post all the time.
That's what they tell you.
That's what they tell you, right? To get this, and this. And it's like, it became I lost the passion. Yeah. The passion, the desire, all of that went out of it because it became a have to. And I'm like, can't do that. Right. So that's when it was like, for me, it was the last couple of years have been very much like, I can't. Like, if I feel like posting and I'm inspired to post, great, I will. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, I can't. Right. So, also that forcing ourselves into, well, I have to go, there's some fascinating brain stuff that we'll get into next season about your body predicting and how working out the same workout all the time doesn't work because your body adjusts. Yeah. So you're not getting the same.
Do you know there's even a thing, like, have you ever looked in the mirror and you're like, oh, cool. Like, I don't look too bad today. Yeah. And then you take a picture and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. So your brain is accustomed to looking in the mirror. Like you look in it at least once a day, right? Yep. You don't necessarily, some people don't take pictures of themselves every day. So your brain filters your mirror image like a filter would on a camera. Really? Yeah. And it makes you look better, but it's not used to looking at yourself in a picture. And that's why you think you look worse. And I don't know if that's fact, but it sounds...
Perception.
It sounds legit. Yeah. Like it's a legit thing. So, I don't know. I thought that was fascinating. I'm like, oh, so my brain is the problem.
How we function with our brain is the problem. But if you have these pens from Pen Gear, not a problem. Yeah, same. Pen Gear. So, are we going to close our notebooks because we're closing this season? Yeah. Okay, ready? 1.
Oh, sorry. That's okay. I didn't know we were doing a countdown.
That's okay. Thank you again for hanging out with us. We hope you've enjoyed and been inspired and laughed and cried and loved and eat and prayed and went to Tuscany and whatever.
Yeah. At least giggled at one point. That would have been good. If you giggled.
God, I hope you giggled. Yeah. I would really be fascinated to hear if people actually been like, what the fuck are they talking about? This fucking, if they don't know what they're fucking talking about. If you really did say that, I would love to hear. Yeah. what that was, because hold on, what did you say? What did she keep saying? I invite you to. I encourage you to go deeper, to say what's under that feeling that you have, right? And you're like, guess what? Fuck off. You can. Oh, I fucked it up. Because you can say, go fuck yourself. My vibration is just fine. Mwah.